Hello, this is Jason P. Wilson 01 X-Force, and this is my Marvel and Image comic pull list for the week of September 28, 2011, and today is the 30th, it is a Friday. And first up here are my Marvels, and first up for my Marvels is of course the Amazing Spider-Man. This is Spider Island Part 4 and issue 670. I have been loving this. I was slow to get on, but after the prequel and the first issue, I was 100% on board. I'm loving everything from the artwork to the writing. It's a lot of fun. This is definitely a comic that once it's done, I'm definitely going to be picking it up on trade, both for myself and for friends and family. This is one of my favorite issues so far in a really great series, and in this issue, we have some really cool stuff happening. First of all of the people that had spider powers, they are all changing into these giant spiders. So that's pretty cool to see, as well as you get to see the reaction of all these different superhero teams and how they're reacting to it. We also get to have a really cool kind of like old school team up, but this one is between Spider-Man and Jameson here on the cover. It's really fun to see that. It's something I've never seen before, and I've been reading comics for a while. It was really cool to see these two like that. It was a lot of fun. And we finally get some answers for the question, like Mary Jane, what's going on with Mary Jane? And now we get to find out. In fact, this was a pretty surprising ending for me. I was surprised. A really great issue, one of the best ones so far. Loved it. Next up here is Ultimate Comics, the all-new Spider-Man. For those of you who do not know, this is the Ultimate Universe, and Peter Parker has died being a hero, and now we don't have a Spider-Man, but this individual here, he is becoming the new Spider-Man, and he was bitten by a different type of spider that was from the same lab, so his powers are kind of different. In fact, in this issue, he starts to think that maybe he's a mutant, which makes perfect sense because in this universe with mutants and X-Men and stuff, you would probably jump to the conclusion if powers were showing themselves that you might be a mutant. So I liked how they handle that. I like how they're taking their time with this character, both issues 1 and 2. They're not trying to rush this character out the door to be Spider-Man. They're nurturing him, and you're getting to know him and his relationships, and it's a lot of fun to see, and it's a lot of fun to read. It's beautifully drawn. It's definitely a series that I've been enjoying. Probably my favorite of the Ultimate line, Ultimate Comics. And next up here is the other one I'm really enjoying, and that is the Ultimates number 2. This is, of course, the same universe as the Spider-Man I just showed. And this one's a real big action comic. It's like reading a blockbuster movie. The first issue was really great. It was action, well-paced, established characters, and then boom, what a big ending it had. I couldn't wait to pick this up, and it was great. Just as good, if not better, than the first issue. Again, some things I wasn't expecting happening. I really think that Hickman here is a really good writer, and he's really shining in this Ultimates as well. And I have to say, definitely one to pick up. Alright, another one I'll be picking up on trade. And next up here is Hickman writing FF. Hickman is just on a ball right now. He's just at the top of his game, and here with FF, it's all these issues I've read before. They've all built up to this issue and the next one. Excellent stuff going on here. I couldn't really explain it without spoiling and taking forever. I'm trying to make my videos shorter. I appreciate you guys viewing my videos, and I just figured I've been increasing the time. Maybe I should pull it back and just post more videos shorter times. So I won't explain it, but I will say that it's great, and it is one of the best FFs to come out since it started. This is a must read for any comic fan pick up the trades. The story arc is the best one, I think. I will say this. In this comic, the Immortals put down a smackdown. I mean, they go... I can't really explain it. Only this comic does it justice. But the Inhumans, they just are like taking control on this issue. A really great start, so it looks like it's going to be a fantastic conclusion. And I'm looking forward to the next issue. Okay, next up here is Kick-Ass 2. This is issue number 4. You know, I love the first Kick-Ass. I really did. I thought it was great. I bought it in a hardback. And I'm liking this. I'm enjoying this. But it doesn't have the same feel. And we're 4 issues in now. It doesn't have the same feel that the first series did. It's cool to see the characters that we've come to really identify with and care for. And to see them go to the next level. We see all these new heroes. I know it was just okay. I'm hoping that once it's concluded, I'll enjoy it the most. And last here is my Image. And this is Pigs, number 1. I thought the writing in this new series by Image was great. I think Nate Crosby does a fantastic job in writing this espionage. It's definitely a thriller. Basically, the premise here is you have all these sleepers that have been here since the Cold War, and all of a sudden they're all being activated, and you're not sure why. It's a really good thriller. The only negative thing I have to say is that I don't really care for the artwork. The artwork is just okay at best. It doesn't do anything for the story. There's a couple cool, gritty moments, but the artwork is just barely okay. But this is really all about the story. I don't know if I'm going to continue to pick them up on singles. I might just wait for the trade. But it's a great story, and I definitely want to find out what happens. And with that, those are my Marvel and Image comics for this week. I'm really curious, you guys, now that everything's wrapping up and DC's comics have come out and all these new Marvels are starting up. It's obviously time to start making cuts. So I'm curious, what comics are you guys keeping and which ones are you letting go? And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.